If you think the Czech Republic is just Prague castles and old kings, it's because you've never been to Prague's nightlife. At night, it feels like a festival in the streets, people shouting, music from every corner, neon lights reflecting on cobblestones, and even wild scenes that you'll see in this video. The most curious part? All this happens in Central Europe, where the world imagines sophistication, classical music, and polite behavior. While Prague shows its historic elegance by day, the city after dark is unapologetically alive. This is the Czech Republic, where tradition clashes with nightlife daring. Most travel guides show the noble side: historic squares, majestic cathedrals, and perfectly preserved streets. But no one shows what happens when the sun sets, when cafe culture gives way to craft beer and freedom takes over. Today, we're going to reveal what few dare to show: the raw side of modern Czech life. This content is provocative, so before you continue, leave a like and comment to help this video reach more viewers. Anyone expecting Czechs to be reserved, serious, and always calm gets a shock when they arrive in Prague after dark. The first impression is almost the opposite of what the world imagines. People speak loudly, laugh without restraint, and seem to forget the politeness associated with daytime Prague. Czech women, especially, embody this contrast. During the day, they wear classic European fashion, elegant coats, minimal makeup, confident glances. But at night, everything changes. Subtlety is replaced by bold expression. Fashionable outfits, high heels, and an energy that dominates the streets. It's no exaggeration to say that the nightlife here is among the most vibrant in Europe. This behavior reflects something deeper, a spirit of freedom and creativity embedded in the city's identity. Prague has been a cultural hub for centuries, a place for music, art, and political revolution. This history has created a unique local personality, direct, expressive, unafraid to stand out. For some visitors, it may seem shocking, but it's this balance between historic charm and modern rebellion that makes the city so fascinating. While daytime Prague exudes sophistication and order, night interactions are raw, human, and sometimes unpredictable. And it's at night that the Czech Republic reveals its true face, a spectacle no postcard ever captures. But what really happens when the sun sets on Prague? When night falls, the elegant squares and streets, filled with tourists and cafes by day, transform into stages of almost chaotic energy. Bars overflow, music bursts from clubs, and what seemed calm by day becomes a street festival. Here, night starts early and ends late. Young people and adults fill sidewalks, trams slow down, and the atmosphere resembles more a southern European city than the quiet European capital many imagine. The streets are filled with groups laughing, talking loudly, and a mix of joy and disorder. The curious thing is that all this happens under a culture associated with precision and restraint. Yet here, rules take a break and freedom dominates. Nightlife also has its quirks. Overpriced taxi rides after midnight, bars forgetting to return change, security guards creating tension at club entrances, and even promoters selling tickets to events that don't exist. These nighttime schemes are part of a hidden layer that few tourists notice. Yet for many, it adds to the thrill, a mix of adrenaline, unpredictability, and charm. The Czech Republic is this living paradox, a country with centuries-old tradition, yet a nightlife that defies rules. Behind composed appearances, locals harbor a desire to express themselves freely. Night functions like a confessional. Beers replace formalities. Laughter replaces therapy. This need for release is everywhere, in ironic jokes, short conversations, and spontaneous apologies. The controlled demeanor of day dissolves into nights of bold honesty. That's why the nightlife feels intense. It's the opposite of the daytime calm. While Prague by day maintains its historic perfection, night shows its raw, authentic self. The city speaks loudly, laughs loudly, and lives openly. And perhaps this is what fascinates and surprises visitors. A sincerity the world rarely sees. This is the real Czech Republic, not the postcard version, but the one facing its own identity every night. And if you think this wild energy disappears with sunrise, think again, because what comes next shows that chaos is a part of local life. During the day, Prague shows its polished side: historic bridges, art-filled museums, and elegant squares. But a short walk reveals that glamour and disorder exist side by side, like two versions of the same city. On one side, luxury hotels, artisan boutiques, and modern cafés catering to a cosmopolitan crowd. On the other, historic neighborhoods, cobbled streets, centuries-old taverns, and graffiti-filled alleys. This mix creates a unique vibe. Prague is both refined and edgy, and this contrast extends to the people. While some enjoy comfort and opportunities, others navigate high costs of living and the challenges of a changing economy. Yet there's a collective pride, the famous Czech resilience, persistence, creativity, and a determination to keep moving forward. Maybe that's why the city has such authentic energy. Mistakes and triumphs coexist. Elegance and improvisation walk together. Prague is a real portrait of modern Czech life, less about fairy tales, more about reality. But what does it mean to live in this balance of history and rebellion? Living in Prague means accepting that real Czech life is far from idealized images. The sky may be gray, the weather unpredictable, and life demanding, but it's authentic. People value honesty over appearances. You'll see students and executives sharing tables, discussing politics, football, or music. The city doesn't pretend to be perfect, and perhaps that's what makes it captivating. The cost of living tests patience. Rent is high, and locals know the art of budgeting well. Yet Prague attracts thousands of newcomers every year, from students to professionals seeking freedom from rigid routines. The city rewards adaptability and punishes passivity. Local behavior reflects this: direct, independent, and expressive. Relationships are free, friendships are light, and humor keeps life moving even when rain pours. Life is simple but intense. Prague is a portrait of a Czech Republic many don't know, imperfect, lively, and human. A country where history and modernity coexist, and where evenings replace the quiet with streets full of sound and freedom. Ultimately, what Prague shows is that real elegance is not in perfection, but in living openly and honestly. And perhaps that's the lesson of the Czechs. Now, I want to know from you, would you live in this raw Czech Republic, where charm shares space with chaos? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and see you at the next destination.